Hello everyone, welcome to our video presentation of our project CX Transformation of Sigma Insurance. Sigma Insurance is a fictional insurance company that has consulted with ECS to modernise and enhance their customer experience. In this video, we will demonstrate our solution through our customer journey. So let's get started by introducing our customer, Jenny. Jenny is a photographer and has recently purchased a new home. She researches home insurance policies online and purchases a policy from Sigma. Later on that day, she receives a personalised email suggesting that she purchases personal belongings cover. When Jenny follows the link, she's presented with a personalised Sigma website feed. Before we move on, let's look at how Amazon Pinpoint segments Jenny's profile and decides to send her a personalised email. Through Pinpoint journeys, we can see that we have a user base of all Sigma customers and their individual attributes. We can sub-segment the original user base to create a list of customers who are photographers. This allows us to target Jenny with this relevant personalised email. This process is dynamic, and so the list will update as customers leave and join Sigma. Jenny is a photographer, so she's filtered by journeys to receive the email along with any other customer who matches that criteria. So here we have Jenny's email inbox. Here we can see the personalised email that we have previously mentioned. You can see her name, occupation and insurance have been updated when compared to the Pinpoint template. Jenny can read a bit about this policy within this email. In our case, we're just going to click on the link to the website. But before we go to the policy page, I'm going to quickly show you Sigma's homepage. Here at the bottom of the page, we can see Jenny's suggested policies as she has already signed in, and this was done by taking Jenny's personal information, such as her age and occupation, and feeding it into Amazon Personalize. We will now have a look at the personal belongings page, which is where the Pinpoint email has directed Jenny. Jenny already knows she is interested. Seeing the phone number on the page, she proceeds to call the call centre. So, Jenny calls the contact centre and goes through a biometric voice recognition process. The line is busy and Jenny's call is transcribed. Her intent is then extracted from the text and an automatic email offer is sent to Jenny.
Welcome to Sigma Insurance. We will now verify your identity. Please say your phone number.
01315433
Thank you, Jenny. Please hold the line. Hello, you are through to Sigma Insurance. Do you wish to hear about the services we have available today? Or do you wish to speak to an agent regarding a new policy?
I'd like to speak to an agent.
You have chosen to speak directly to an agent. Is this correct?
Yes.
That's great. We will now transfer you to one of our agents. Unfortunately, all of our agents are busy. Please now leave a message detailing the purpose of your call.
Hi there. I recently received an email regarding the personal belongings policy. It looks good and I would like to take this policy out. Please call me back. Thank you.
Before we discuss the services used in this part of the customer journey, we can see that there was a few words that Transcribe couldn't quite pick up. This can be due to call connection, environment variables, and a whole host of other factors. It makes sense for Sigma Insurance to hold a copy of their customer transcripts for auditing or any other needs. To enable this, once the call is finished, a second transcribe job is started that takes the customer's recorded audio file from S3 and begins transcribing it for a second time, this time outputting the results back into S3 in the form of a readable file. This file can then be downloaded and edited to correct any common mistakes. As seen here, an agent can correct these mistakes and hold a more relevant copy of what the customer has asked for. This can help alleviate any situations that may come up with the customer at a later date. So, what we just heard there was voice biometrics using Araya EVA. Then we had a contact center built in Amazon Connect. The entire call, and in particular the voicemail, was transcribed using Amazon Transcribe, and the output of that was fed into Amazon Comprehend to extract the intent. In our case, this was that Jenny wanted to buy personal belongings insurance. That was then used to send a targeted email using Amazon Pinpoint, offering the personal belongings insurance to Jenny, Jenny has accepted this personal belongings cover, and so the sign-up process is now complete. However, 3 weeks later, her camera is broken, and she decides to claim through her insurance. We are now going to see how Jenny gets on with her claim through Sigma's website via an Amazon Lex chatbot. This chatbot is integrated with Amazon recognition as well as fraud detection. So how's Jenny going to accomplish all of this? Meet Sig. Sig is our chatbot that we've created for Sigma Insurance, and we designed Sig to aid customers with their claim process as well as inquiries surrounding any existing or non-existing policies. Sig is also integrated with fraud detection, image recognition, and text extract, as mentioned before. Now let's move on to the claim process. Here we have our chatbot, Sig. Jenny starts by saying hello, and Sig, knowing Jenny is already logged in, greets Jenny with a personalised message along with some options she can explore. Jenny needs to make a claim, and the product she is claiming for is her camera. Sig now wants a reason for this, where Jenny explains her camera is damaged. Sig acknowledges that Jenny is covered for this through a new policy and prompts her to continue. Sig now wants to see an image of the broken device, so Jenny uploads an image of her Canon camera. Sig now asks Jenny for a receipt, and Jenny accidentally uploads a receipt for one of her other cameras, her Fujifilm. Once Jenny has uploaded these images, Sig processes the claim. Almost instantly, Sig, using image recognition, realizes that the image of Jenny's receipt does not match the model of her camera and asks her to upload the correct receipt. Jenny does so, making sure the price and model match the broken camera. Sig starts to process these images again, confirming they meet the criteria, and then informs Jenny her claim is successful. As we can see, the chatbot picks up the price and model from Jenny's receipt and gives her the option to either order a new camera or receive the amount as a bank transfer. Jenny decides to order the camera and is informed that this will be delivered to her registered address. So now Jenny's journey is complete, let's introduce Pen. Pen is a friend of Jenny and has a history of trying his luck to make some easy money. After hearing about how effortless Jenny's claim process was, Pen decides to make a claim of his own. Unluckily for Pen, Sigma has access to his claim history as well as his occupation, credit score, and other relevant information that we can use to assess any claim he makes. What we'll see in the following scenario is Pen run through the same process as Jenny and see how our chatbot deals with a potentially fraudulent claim. We have skipped ahead to where Pen is about to upload an image of his broken device and its receipt. Up until this point, Pen followed the same process as Jenny, stating that he wanted to claim for his camera that was broken. Sig acknowledges that Pen is also covered through the same policy and prompts him to continue. Pen uploads the image of his device and is then asked to upload the receipt. We can see from the receipt the model number is the same as Jenny's, yet Pen's receipt has an inflated price, which does not match the price seen on this camera online. Once the chatbot has these images from Pen, it can proceed with the claim. As the chatbot processes Pen's claim, fraud detection takes place to determine the legitimacy of his claim. However, unfortunately for Pen, this claim cannot be completed as it has been flagged as potentially fraudulent. Pen is advised to call the contact centre to resolve this issue. Moving on from Pen's interaction with the chatbot, we are now with an agent who works for Sigma's call centre. Here we can see the agent's dashboard where he can immediately access information based on his current call. This can include the priority of the call, the name of the customer calling, and the reason for the call. He can also browse Sigma's knowledge base if required. Prior to Pen's claim attempt, Sigma's back-end systems automatically analysed all of Pen's details and claim information. We now see Pen connected to the call centre, and the agent receives all of Pen's details and information on the case that were provided, flagging him as a potentially fraudulent user. We see the agent referring to the recommended best steps, determined by the system on an individual basis. This helps the agent decide how to take this case forward. The agent chooses to close this case, deciding to reject Pen's claim as suggested, due to it being flagged as fraudulent. The agent proceeds to enter the relevant information into Penn's call log, and the call is then terminated. Across both of these journeys, we've seen how easy it was for Jenny to make a genuine claim while still having the security measures in place to prevent fraudulent users taking advantage of this. Throughout the demo, we used a variety of AWS and third-party services integrated together to form our solution. We will now leave you with a summary of the technologies we used. Thanks for watching.